Hey everybody, this is Adam VZ with PC Cleric Computers and Games. I'm going to do an unboxing of the Space Marine board game. This is coming out in wake of the Space Marine 2 video game. Pretty neat. I like the pose that Space Marine is in with his chainsword and things of that nature. This is Lieutenant Titus. He's an Ultramarine. He got his chainsword and his bolt pistol. Pretty neat. Again, the Game Workshop art is really second to none. There's the back of it. People might buy this for the game, but I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of people, are gonna buy this for the miniatures. Especially if you play like Tyranids and you need some Horde troops, or if you play like Ultramarines and you want a really cool commander or lieutenant. You get 20 Termagants and 2 Ripper Swarms for Tyranids, and then you get Lieutenant Titus, which I mentioned before. The miniatures they're the easy to build, the pop together type miniatures. You can glue them. I would probably glue them if when I go to do this, I'm probably going to glue them together. Let's open it up and see what we got. We got the handbook or the rule book that has the same art here that's on the cover of the game. On the back of it, in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Pretty neat. And we get a bunch of cool art, some background. We get assembly guides, modeling tips, and things like that, like how to use the diagonal cutters, which don't come with the game. You got to have your own. How to build Lieutenant Titus. Is he pushed together too? He must be. Yeah, he must be pushed together. They're not going to give you pushed together Tyranids and make you glue the lieutenant together. But it is Games Workshop, so you never know. How to assemble all 20 termagants. Did they tell you how to... The Ripper... Oh yeah, they tell you how to assemble the Ripper Swarms as well. That's cool. There's one... Okay, 2 Ripper Swarms. Okay, great. It gives you some background details on the Space Marines, if you're not familiar with them. It gives you some background on the Ultramarines specifically and Lieutenant Titus. There's a cool picture of the Space Marines letting loose with firepower. Just want to make sure I got that in frame. Here we go. And then we got the Tyranids. The Tyranids are one of the, I think, more alien races, because everything else looks pretty humanoid in the Warhammer universe, even if it's an alien like orcs, Eldar, Necrons, Tau. You always got the 2 arms and 2 legs and head, shoulders, knees, and toes type thing. With the Tyranids, yeah, you don't get that. You got bugs. And sometimes these bugs are tough nuts to crack. And of course, this book is supposed to serve as an introduction into the Warhammer 40,000 universe and game. The art is just stupendous. There's different scenarios you can go through and things like that. I'm not going to show you pictures of those. It gives you the phases of the game. Of course, this is a watered down version of Warhammer 40,000. It's more akin to Kill Team, if you're familiar with that. And then it gives you the standard GW propaganda, paints and brushes, and what paint to put where on the miniature, how to paint Space Marines, more information on Tyranid models that you can get. And then what to get next. You can get the actual starter set, or the ultimate starter set. And then it gives you some data sheets for the miniatures that are in the box here. they give you the board that we saw on the back here. It's a pretty nice board. I might do a playthrough of this actually for the channel here. The dice, they give you, how many dice they give you? They give you 6 12 millimeter dice, which are in this envelope here. That's my only gripe about about this is the dice themselves are just look a little, I mean, normal, right? It would have been cool maybe if they gave you like 3 dice that were purple with the Tyranid symbol for the 1, and 3 dice that were blue with the Ultramarine symbol for the 1 or 6 or whatever. But these dice are just, I mean, they're dice. You know, they got 6 sides, they got pips on them, everything like that. They're kind of bland. That was my only really complaint about the whole setup here. And then you got your standard Games Workshop gray plastic. We all have a pile of this, right? Unpainted, of course. And it gives you your termagants. More termagants. That's 4. It's 8. There we go. And then these guys are kind of put together. Or connected. Not, the miniatures aren't put together. The sprues are just connected. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 6, 12, so that's 20. Yep, that's 20. 20 old termagants you get there in 2 Ripper Swarms. Pretty cool stuff. I might actually do a painting on these. Because I have a definite scheme in mind for a Tyranid army. And this is the sprue for Lieutenant Titus. And he doesn't have many options, weapons options, like, you know, a lot of the named characters in the Warhammer universe don't have different war gear they can get. They just got what they got, which is usually better than the normal war gear, don't get me wrong. But you got all the bases and stuff like that that come with your standard Warhammer stuff. That's, I guess, for the Ripper Swarm, maybe? No, that might be for, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think these are for the Ripper Swarm. 3 Ripper Swarms. Maybe Titus gets one of his bases too. I'm not sure. But you got your black plastic bases here. Again, these are the push-together models. That's why the hole's punched out there for you. And they give you a range marker instead of just like a tape measure. I don't know. I just might like a normal kind of tape measure. I don't have one within arm's reach, but you know, standard pull out yellow tape measure, measure twice, cut once type thing there. And then, I mean, how much would it have cost Games Workshop to put these on like your standard punch out card? You know what I mean? So you got to cut these out yourself. Again, it would have been nice if they would have just put it on like a die-cut counter sheet itself. Let me load this back up here. There we go. Get all the bases in there. Get the measuring device back in here. Put that in there. Here we go. Put the dice back in here. All of the sprues back up in here. Go. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this unboxing adventure. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting out a lot more content on my channel as far as Warhammer, gaming, computers. I've been thinking of doing some math videos because I do have a background in mathematics. So, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for viewing.